Hello everyone, Mystery ASMR guy here. I literally just got done moving into a different room. Um, I'm real excited about it because I have a YouTube room again, which is great. It's great for my morale. It's great for having, just the fact that I have a space designated just for doing my YouTube videos is amazing. Like I said, I just got moved into this room. Um, I'm still with the family and everything. My, you know, my father is still going through all the stuff that he's been going through. Um, and but we found out that he has a disease that is a rare disease that is brought on by the medicine that he used to take. It was a biologic, was the type of medicine, and it caused him, it gave him a disease, a rare disease, and so that's been a real struggle. We've all been dealing with that, and it's been hard for all of us, trying to, you know, just cope with everything, keeping him comfortable. But and I've been getting down at times, and just like a story, story of every time I've ever had, um, you know, struggles in my life. I rose above it and stayed strong to be here where I am today, even though it wasn't easy. And I know a lot of people are going through very similar things. And I just think we need to remind ourselves that it is not a bad life. It's just a bad day. Sometimes it's good to keep that in, uh, perspective. And so that leads me into what this video is about. And I'm going to repeat that and instill that in you because what a glorious life it is to be alive, and through all the struggles of life that we have, we can overcome them and be productive, and find happiness, and heal, eventually heal, And so I'm going to be repeating that. I'm also going to be just phrasing it a little bit different sometimes, So I'm going to repeat it, and I'm going to throw some other random stuff in there, and a lot of times in ourselves, we can be told all the answers we need to be told, but once you accept it on the inside, that's when the healing begins. So it's not a bad life. It's just a bad day. It's just a bad day. Not a bad life. It's just a bad day. Not a bad life. It's just a bad day. Not a bad life. It's just a bad day. Not a bad life. Life's worth living. Life is worth living. It's not a bad life. Just a bad day. Possibly bad week, bad year, bad month, bad all those things. We go through phases that are rough. You can overcome. You can overcome. It's not a bad life, just a bad day. It's not a bad life, just a bad day. It's not a bad life, just a bad day. It's not a bad life, just a bad day. Just a bad day, but not a bad life. Through every hard time, we are meant to learn something about ourselves. That's what the hard times are for. To learn. There is always an opportunity to learn. There is always an opportunity to learn. It is not a bad life. It's not a bad life, just a bad day. Just a bad day. It's not a bad life, just a bad day. Shh, 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 shh. It's not a bad life, just a bad day. Just a bad day, not a bad life. Life is a beautiful gift. It's a beautiful gift. And your presence in this world is a very unique light that only you can bring and offer. It's not a bad life, just a bad day. It's not a bad life, just a bad day. Just a bad day. It's just a bad day. Days come and go. In fact, they go pretty quick sometimes. And you know what? It's time to let go of those pains and the struggles. Take it day by day, do the best you can. Make the best of what you got going on. Live, love the people who love you. Heck, love the people who don't love you. Because it'll give you peace of mind. It's not a bad day. It's not a bad life, just a bad day. It's not a bad life, just a bad day. I need to get a real door. The cats are in here. Oh no. It's not a bad life, just a bad day. It's not a bad life, just a bad day. Just a bad day. It's not a bad life, just a bad day. It's not a bad life, just a bad day. It's just a bad day, not a bad life. It's not a bad life. It's not a bad life. It's not a bad life. If you're at your lowest of the low, just know you can only go up. But if you give up, then you rule out all possibilities of heading up. And you are not a quitter. Heck no. You are not a quitter. You are not a quitter. You don't give up. You don't give up. You may have given up before, but you're older and you are wiser. You have a heart of a champion, the soul of an unquitting warrior, warrior of the everyday. It's not a bad life, just a bad day. It's not a bad life, just a bad day. It's not a bad life, just a bad day. It's not a bad life, just a bad day. It's not a bad life, just a bad day. It's not a bad life, just a bad day. It's not a bad life, just a bad day. It's just a bad day. Not a bad life. It's not a bad life, just a bad day. Just a bad day, not a bad life. It's not a bad life, just a bad day. Not a bad life, just a bad day. You're gonna get through this, homie. You're gonna get through it. You will. I know it. I believe in you, and you know what? It's about time. It's about time you start believing in you too, because guess what? You got all the tools you need. You do. You're gonna get past this. You're gonna get past this. You are loved. You can be, if you give up, you just rule out the opportunity of even more people loving you like I do and your family does. And sometimes, believe it or not, some people can be mad at you. And you guys can fight all the time, but guess what? At the end of the day, they love you, It's not a bad life. It's just a bad day. Bad week, bad month, bad year, heck, bad 5 years, 10 years. You know how much more living you have? You know how much more living you can do? It's not a bad life. It's just a bad day. Just a bad day. You're gonna get through this. Just a bad day, not a bad life. It's just a bad day, not a bad life. It's just a bad day, not a bad life. Just a bad day, not a bad life. It's just a bad day, not a bad life. It's not a bad life. It's not a bad life. It is not. It is not. It is not. I repeat, it is not a bad life. Just a bad day. Just a bad day. It's just a bad day, not a bad life. Just a bad day, not a bad life. Just a bad day, not a bad life. Well, I hope this helped you. You can come revisit me anytime. I love you to death. And I just hope that it helped you. And I hope it really helped you realize something inside yourself. So, I love you deeply. And I can't wait to see you again. And keep that chin up, because you deserve to keep that chin up. And just remember, it's not a bad life, just a bad day.